Hey y'all, it's chef.ro and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making hot cross buns for Easter. So happy Easter if you're watching today. And before we get into this video, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you see when I drop my next video. So let's get into the cross buns. So you want to get a saucepan and combine 2 cups of milk, canola oil, and half a cup of sugar in a saucepan. And then you want to stir this mixture and heat until very warm but not boiling. So I'm just stirring my contents and I'm gonna leave it till it's just about boiling but not boiling. So I've been heating my contents, the milk, oil, and sugar, for about 6 to 10 minutes. So I'm waiting for it to boil. Right here, it's almost boiling but not boiling. Right here, so I turn my stove off right there. And then I'm going to transfer my contents to a bowl. I'm going to let it cool out for 30 minutes so it's still warm but not hot to touch. So after I let my mixture cool for about 30 minutes, it's still warm. So I'm going to go ahead and add my active dry yeast. I'm only going to use 1 packet. I'm just going to sprinkle that over the mixture just like so. Nothing too fancy. After you add your yeast, you want to go ahead and add your 4 cups of flour and stir to combine. The mixture will be very sticky, so don't worry about it. You didn't do anything wrong yet. So just gonna add the flour and mix it all up. So here I'm just combining my flour into my wet ingredients to get the perfect consistency that I want. So right here is the finished consistency that you want. Not too wet and not too dry, because if you got either one of those, that means you didn't do it right. You need to go back from square one. So this is what you want right here. You're gonna take a towel and cover your bowl and put it in the warmest part of your kitchen. If your kitchen's not warm, you want to turn your oven to 350, leave it on, and put your bowl on top of the stove, not in the stove, on top of it, so it gets that nice warm air. Okay. So we're back. It's been an hour that we let the dough to rise for, and ta-da! This dough is perfect. It rose perfectly. I'm just zooming in so you guys can see the pockets, like the little air pockets that the yeast created. I'm just admiring this dough right here because it's perfectly risen. It's still sticky to the touch, and we're gonna fix that right now. So I'm gonna make sure you guys wash your hands, okay? It's very critical in these times right now. Wash your hands, okay? So stop playing. See, I'm just checking to see if it's sticky or not. Yeah. So you want to get your half cup of flour and sprinkle it over the dough, like I'm doing right now. And then we're going to add our baking powder and baking soda also. Then we're going to get our salt, and sprinkle that over. And then you're going to stir until combined. So here I'm just folding in the rest of my dry ingredients. You can use a stand mixer with the dough hook, or use your hands, but the spatula worked pretty fine for me. I feel like all that is unnecessary. You can do this right here, save dishes and time. So yeah, I'm going to speed the rest of this up for you guys because I know you guys don't want to watch me fold dough for like 2 minutes. So after you folded the dry ingredient, you should get this. This should be your finished product after folding in the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and the salt. Lightly flour your surface that you want to work with. I use about a tablespoon of flour. Just sprinkle that on. So we're going to make our sugar mix. I have allspice, cinnamon, and nutmeg here. And I'm going to add that to my sugar. I'm going to mix it up. So now I'm going to flatten out my dough. I thought using my hands was going to work, but it didn't. So I used a rolling pin. I'm not rolling too thin, like about 1 inch thick. Maybe 1 inch, half an inch thick. And I'm just flattening out my dough right now. So after you flatten out your dough, you want to go ahead and grab that sugar mixture and sprinkle it generously over your dough. If you want a lot of sugar, you can add that. But I'm just going to get a good portion. So then I'm going to add 1/3 of my raisins, and I'm just going to press those raisins in also, so when I fold my dough, they're not flying all over the place. So here's what I mean by pressing them in right here. So then I'm going to fold my dough. So I'm going to fold it 1 and then 2. And then I'm going to press that in, and I'm going to roll it out again. So after I fold it, I'm going to roll it out again and repeat the process 2 more times. So you're going to fold your dough, add your sugar mixture, add your raisins, and then fold. And you're going to do that process 1 more time. So in total, it's going to be 3 times you're folding your dough. So after you repeat that process 3 times, you're going to go ahead and start rolling out your buns. This would be about a golf size or a ping pong ball size. It could be bigger, but I did that size to my liking. So how you roll it out, you want to take a piece and put it in the palm of your hands, and then your other hand will be slightly against it, helping guide the bun to roll into a ball. So in this clip, I'm showing you guys in slow motion. I took the side of my hand, rubbed it against the dough, and formed a ball. This is slightly motion here. It's not difficult. Once you have it in your hand, you'll know how to maneuver it. Also, you could do it on your countertop and just slide it in the same motion, and you'll receive your buns. So I'm almost finished rolling out my buns. This recipe will give you about 24 buns, the way, depending on how you size them. I got 24, 26 buns. I think it was 24. Yeah, about 24 buns. So you're going to get your sheet pan, cookie pan, whatever you have. You want to grease the bottom with butter. Make sure it's well buttered because you don't want your buns sticking to your pan, because that wouldn't be pretty. Okay, after you have your buns in your pan, butter ready to go, you want to go ahead and get a towel and cover them. You're going to put it in a warm place again so it could proof. Proofing is where your buns expand and rise and they get fluffier. So when you bake them, they're not dense and hard. This is an important step you don't want to forget. So make sure you proof your buns before you put them in the oven. When you're finished proofing your buns, you want to make sure they're coming back to you after you push your finger in, like I described in my last clip. And you want to go ahead and get an egg wash set up. So I used 1 egg white and a splash of milk right here. I'm just going to brush them on the bun so they get that nice golden brown color. That after you finish brushing on your egg wash, you want to make sure your oven is preheated to 400 degrees. And then you're going to put your buns in the oven for 20 minutes, give or take, or until the tops of the buns have turned nice and golden brown. You want to remove them from the pan and allow them to cool in the cooling rack. In the meantime, let's work on the icing. Now you want to add your cross to your hot cross buns. My knife was really dull, so it wasn't cooperating with me, but so this is the best I got. And you want to go ahead and do that to all your buns. Make the icing. You need to have 1 egg white and a splash of milk, and you're going to whisk that all together. Then you're going to add the powdered sugar, a spoonful or 2 at a time, because you want a nice and thick consistency. So if you need to splash more milk in, if it made it too thick, it's not a problem, but make sure you want it nice and thick. So in my next clip, I'm going to show you the consistency that I was working with right here. It wasn't just right, so I kept adding more powdered sugar to get the nice thick consistency. So in my next clip, you're going to see the finished product. And this right here is a final icing. Look at that creamy consistency. Amazing. Oh my goodness. Look at these buns. Nice and golden after 20 minutes. So now let's add the icing to it. So you're gonna put your icing in a piping bag. If you don't have one, no worries. Grab a Ziploc bag, put your icing in there, and snip the corner, and you're good to go. No issues. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you do try these buns, tag me on Instagram. Tell me how you did, and I'll definitely repost you for sure. So yeah, this is me piping those crosses and getting them hot cross buns ready. One more time for the people in the back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Chef.ro is out of here.